Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming out to my presentation. Today we'll be talking about the tips and tax changes for 2016. There have been a lot of tax changes that occurred in 2016. Some have been the insurance, the earned income tax credit, child tax credit, but we'll be speaking upon the earned income tax credit. Do anyone know what earned income tax credit is?
No,
Have you heard about earned income tax credit?
no.
Okay, earned income tax credit is available to working Americans with low income. That's what earned income tax credit is. To order to know if you qualify for the earned income tax credit, first of all, you have to be working in order to file a 1040, which is a tax form that you have to file. You also have to have your social security card. You have to be a resident of the U.S. for half of the tax year, and you cannot be claimed as a dependent on no one else's taxes. That will get you qualified for the earned income tax credit. Also, you have to make little money for the size of your family. Saying that meaning you fall into a different tax bracket the more money that you make. Your earned income tax credit, as you can see, have limits for earned income tax credit, which for no children, filing single head of household, you have 13. You can make up to about $14,000. Married filing jointly, you can make up to about $19,000. For one child, filing single head of household, you can make up to $36,000. For married filing jointly, you can make up to $41,000. For two children, filing single head of household, you can make up to $41,000, and married filing jointly, you can make up to $46,000. Three or more children, it goes to $44,000 to $49,000 that you can make. The earned income tax credit also includes, when it's telling you what you can make, that's including your wages, your unemployment benefits, your retirement benefits, anything that accumulates income except for your child support, alimony, that is not included in the earned income tax credit when it concerns what you need to have to qualify for that. As I said, your earned income tax credit for a household with one child, it has a maximum benefit that you're required to go to, and then it fades out. So therefore, the maximum benefit is $3,373. So you can gross up to that, and the earned income tax credit, it fades out after that. So for child tax credit for a household with two children, it also fades out also, but it goes up to $2,000, which saying that the first $3,000 is not included because you get 15% of the earnings above that. So the $3,000 up to the credit full, that you get $1,000 per child. So per child, meaning one child, you'll get $1,000 for that. Two children, that's $2,000, and then so forth, so on. So that's how that works. So that's how you get your child tax credit. So the earned income tax credit and the child tax credit, it goes hands in hand. They're both about the same. You get about the same credit for either one of them. So the object of this is to work, make good money. Not to say to have many children, but the children do what brings you your money. If you're filing single and you don't have no dependents, then you get what you put into it. But if you filing single and you have dependents, and it depends on how many dependents you have, that's what brings you your refund. That what's bring you your extra money that all of us is looking for, is that extra money. So just keep that in mind, that your earned income tax credit is the extra money that helps stretch your paycheck. So everyone want that extra money. So therefore, we all need to work to make sure that we have that extra money to come back towards us. So we thank you for coming out and learning about earned income tax credit. And just remember, it's targeted to all working Americans with low income. It helps us come out of poverty, and that's where we're trying to come. It's out of poverty. We don't want to stay in poverty and have to live paycheck to paycheck. So it's good that the earned income tax credit is put in place for us to help us out at the end of the year when we struggle through the year. So just think about that when it's time to file your taxes. Just ask as many questions as you can to your tax preparer about the earned income tax credit, and let them know that you know a little bit information about the earned income tax credit, and that the child tax credit also both goes in hand. So you let them know that, and you make sure you just file your taxes and get your extra money. You worked all year for it. It's yours, and you need it. Therefore, make sure though, if you have children and you're filing them as dependent, make sure you have health insurance on them, because that's another one. Even though we're talking about the earned income credit, the health insurance is another important thing, because if you don't have insurance on yourself nor your dependent, when you file for your taxes, it will charge you $695 for not having insurance for the whole year on you or your dependent. If your dependent can have Medicare, Medicaid, that's fine. But you have to either have Medicaid or have insurance through the marketplace, which is the Obama